There's a text message sitting on your phone right now that you wrote, but never sent.
You know exactly the one I mean.
It's the message you typed, deleted, typed again, and ultimately abandoned, because sending it felt too scary, too vulnerable, too risky.
But here's the uncomfortable truth you must hear clearly right now. That one unsent message is slowly, silently killing your relationship, whether you realize it or not. Today, I'll reveal exactly why your unsent text message is so emotionally destructive, how to finally send it, and the powerful lesson you urgently need to learn to protect your love immediately. Because trust me, I've been exactly where you are, and I wish someone had clearly explained this to me earlier.
Why the unsent message is secretly damaging your relationship. Clearly explained. The unsent text isn't harmless, it's dangerous. And here's exactly why. Every unsent message represents emotional silence. Every silence becomes emotional distance.
Every distance quietly becomes loneliness, resentment, misunderstanding, and eventually, emotional abandonment. Dr. Brené Brown, an expert on vulnerability, clearly says this: unexpressed emotions never die.
They're buried alive and emerge later in uglier ways.
Your unsent text isn't just unspoken words, it's emotional poison slowly destroying intimacy, trust, and connection clearly, silently, permanently. Let's be emotionally honest together. Your unsent message probably says something clearly like this: I'm hurting. I'm scared.
I feel distant, misunderstood, lonely.
I need you, but I'm afraid you won't respond, understand, or even care. Am I close?
You've probably never expressed this clearly to your partner because vulnerability feels terrifying. Rejection feels possible. Emotional safety feels uncertain.
But here's the surprising emotional truth you need clearly now: relationships never survive hidden pain, they survive clearly expressed vulnerability. Your unsent message isn't weakness, it's your greatest emotional strength, courage, and honesty clearly waiting to heal your relationship immediately. Here's exactly how to clearly, safely send your unsent message immediately and heal emotional intimacy permanently. Right now, clearly copy, slightly adjust, and immediately send this emotionally honest message to your partner: there's something important I've wanted to tell you clearly for a long time but felt afraid to.
I feel distant, misunderstood, and honestly, lonely sometimes.
I deeply value our relationship, and that's exactly why I'm finally telling you this clearly. Can we talk openly, honestly, vulnerably?
I'm ready. This emotionally courageous message immediately begins healing trust, intimacy, and emotional safety permanently.
Let me quickly share Emma and Chris's emotional story clearly, because it powerfully illustrates exactly why you must send this message immediately. Emma held back emotional honesty for months, afraid Chris wouldn't understand or respond compassionately. Her unsent texts filled her phone silently, emotionally poisoning their intimacy. Finally, courageously, Emma sent Chris exactly the message I just provided. Chris's reply shocked Emma clearly and emotionally: I felt exactly the same.
I'm so relieved you're finally telling me this clearly. I've missed you.
Their relationship didn't just survive clearly, it thrived powerfully. Emotional intimacy immediately deepened.
Trust permanently strengthened.
Love revived beautifully, all clearly because Emma sent her unsent message immediately. Your relationship urgently deserves the same immediate emotional honesty clearly today. Exactly why vulnerability clearly saves relationships permanently. Here's the surprising psychological truth clearly explained by experts like Brené Brown and John Gottman. Real intimacy thrives on clearly expressed vulnerability, honesty, and emotional courage, not on hidden silence.
Every hidden emotion quietly damages intimacy permanently.
Every emotionally expressed truth powerfully heals intimacy immediately and permanently. Your emotional honesty isn't weakness, it's emotional courage permanently saving your relationship powerfully.
Your biggest fear clearly answered: what if they reject my emotional honesty?
You might fear clearly: what if they ignore, reject, or misunderstand my honesty? Let's clearly answer this emotional fear now. Your emotional honesty clearly matters regardless of their immediate reaction. Your clearly expressed vulnerability immediately restores emotional integrity within yourself, creating powerful emotional healing possibilities even if not immediately obvious. Silence guarantees emotional loneliness. Emotional honesty guarantees emotional possibility, healing, and trust. Reflection moment. Pause now and clearly consider, what emotional pain have you clearly hidden, silently damaging intimacy? How urgently does your relationship clearly need emotional honesty today? If you see emotional silence clearly damaging your relationship, don't feel guilt.
Feel immediate clarity and courage.
Now you clearly know exactly what emotional truth your relationship urgently needs. Beyond immediately sending your unsent message today, clearly practice these powerful emotional honesty habits permanently. Regularly express emotional vulnerability clearly, avoid silent pain permanently. Practice immediate emotional honesty after misunderstandings clearly, never silently stew. Clearly communicate emotional needs, fears, and desires regularly, build permanent emotional trust clearly. These clearly expressed emotional honesty habits permanently protect intimacy powerfully and immediately. Clearly imagine how many people silently suffer emotionally, relationship damage quietly growing through unsent texts and emotional silence, without ever clearly knowing exactly how to fix it. You have immediate power clearly to save relationships permanently by sharing this truth clearly and urgently now. Tag your partner, tag a friend clearly, immediately stop emotional silence clearly damaging relationships permanently. Your courage clearly sharing immediately and openly saves emotional intimacy permanently. Never underestimate your immediate emotional influence clearly. Immediately send the emotionally honest message clearly provided. Your relationship urgently needs emotional honesty today clearly, not tomorrow.
In the comments clearly answer, what emotional truth have you clearly hidden for too long?
Your emotional openness immediately inspires emotional courage powerfully in others clearly. Subscribe immediately. Your relationship urgently needs daily emotional clarity, honesty, and vulnerability. We're clearly here daily to guide you permanently and powerfully. Emotional silence quietly kills relationships clearly, subtly, permanently. Emotional honesty clearly saves relationships immediately, powerfully, permanently. Today, clearly choose emotional honesty permanently.
Choose emotional courage clearly and immediately. Send your unsent message immediately.
Immediately restore emotional intimacy powerfully, clearly, permanently. Because your relationship urgently and clearly deserves deep emotional honesty, not emotional silence permanently. Make today clearly and immediately the day you courageously, emotionally, permanently protect your love clearly.